major violations by Oregon football. Both the university and the NCAA agree there were major violations. Is that disappointing to you to hear that?
Honestly, for us, I think that's not too much on us. I mean, really all we can control is what we do out on the field. So, really we just kind of went out there today and went out and, we had a scrimmage, and that was our main focus. And, everything outside of that is out of our control, and, really that's, not our problem right now as a player.
Was it addressed at all to you guys?
It hasn't yet, but I'm sure Coach Effers will talk to us about it.
Did you sense that kind of hanging over everybody today in practice, or was it pretty ignored?
I mean, from the way we practice, I felt like guys just kind of shrugged it off, and it was it's football. That's our biggest concern right now is just going out there and practicing, and unfortunately these kind of things happen, and really we can't really hang our heads on it. We just got to kind of continue to work.
Should there be sanctions and perhaps even a postseason ban? How would you feel about that?
I mean, like I said, it's outside our control. When we find out the full extent of it, then we'll go from there. But honestly, my main focus today was just going out there and practicing.
You mentioned it not really being on you guys. What's your feeling as a student athlete when this has happened in the past with Pete Carroll leaving USC, and people say the same thing about Chip now? What's your feeling about you guys having to deal with the brunt of this?
I mean, it is what it is. It's you can't really just kind of hang your head on it. You just got to take it with a grain of salt and just kind of build from it and learn from it. Adversity makes you stronger, and really that's all we can do right now. Like I said, we don't know the full extent of what's going on, but I'm sure Coach Helfrich will address it, and we'll go from there.
Does it make you nervous at all?
Honestly, no. I think today was the big focus, and whatever's going on outside is kind of just out of our worries right now.
What came out last night is like from September.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure for coaches and administration, it really was not news to them. It's just news that the public knows about it. Do you guys get kept up to date, or do you basically have to follow it through the news, or do they keep you generally apprised of how things are going?
I think for me, I mean, for a lot of us, I feel like that was kind of the first time we heard it. I mean, we knew that there are certain violations that could come, but we didn't know like I said, we still really don't even know the full extent of it. So I'm sure Coach Helfers will address it, and we'll go from there.
What do you tell friends and family? I'm sure you've gotten a lot of questions from your friends and just people who aren't in the football program. What are you telling them in these first few hours that you've heard?
I mean, for us, it's just like I told my folks this morning. It is what it is. My mom always says, you kind of live by that, and really that's all we can really worry about is just what we're doing out on the field. And whatever happens, whatever's going to happen, that's outside of our control.
Did you scrimmage again today?
Yes, sir.
How much did you do that was similar from last week that you could improve on, and how much was all new situations?
A lot of it was very similar,
Okay.
but I felt that there was some stuff that we can really clean up on. There's like a lot of false starts and a lot of different stuff like that.
There was today.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff that we can always learn from, and I think that's the great thing about spring is that you can kind of go through these things now and address it and clean it up for fall.
Did you keep the ball out of Dior's hands?
I did actually today. I did.
Did you have any picks?
No sir, not today.
Any highlights that really stood out to you?
Josh had a great catch and he took it off and he scored on one. That was a good play. That was a highlight that I felt was today.
Are there situations that that you thought you really improved today, as opposed to last week?
I think for myself, taking care of the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't throw one, which is always good. But like I said, Coach Helfrich and Coach Frost, they'll always continue to harp on me on ball protection. So I just got to continue to work on those things.
How many formations is Colts lining up in the backfield with you guys? More than last year, same as last year?
We'll see. I'm sure Coach Helfrich and Coach Frost will put different wrinkles in, and they'll have a whole bunch of formations. If not, it is what they come up with. So I'm looking forward to what they have, and I'm sure they'll use Colton in certain situations.
In the scrimmages, has he done it quite a few times?
He's done a lot. He's done a good job of just kind of mixing it up. Coach's a great athlete, so you got to kind of get him in good situations and get him the ball in space.